never stop. And we coming to your spot, so you better fucking run. Yeah, yeah. We just coming after you for fun. Yeah, yeah. No conversation with no bun. Yeah, yeah. Kamikaze, I'd advise to run. Can't compare me to nobody, cause they know I'm number one.
Hey, yo, what it doing, Rich Crew? Welcome to another video, and today we got a new Rise of a Star. We got another guest on the channel. It's a Rise of a Star season right here. We got that boy, Mr. Gho tboy. Let him know what's up. Pleasure having you on the channel, my good sir.
What's good? NLH, never lose hope. We in this bitch. Fucking grinding music, you know.
Okay. I'm rocking with it. How you doing on this fine day?
Dude, I just been chilling, bro. It's just, you know, just been grinding music, getting some music done. I got an album coming pretty soon. I'm excited about it. And, you know, I'm just, working, grinding, bro.
Okay.
What about you?
Been doing alright. I just got done getting a fresh haircut. You know how it be. When you get a haircut, you be feeling like you the shit around the block.
I like you the shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
Nah, but yeah, I just got a haircut. What's crazy is, like, before this interview started, I was getting my haircut, and then at the same time, Gho tboy literally dropped a song like the same time I was doing it. I'm like, that's funny as fuck.
Hell yeah.
He's literally doing this right before the interview. Like, that's hilarious.
Hell yeah, bro.
So yeah, we got a lot to talk about, boy. So without any further ado, we finna jump right into it with the first question of the day. Let us know the story behind your artist name, Gho tboy, with the $sign.
Alright, so my artist name. So, like, growing up, you know, I didn't really have that much friends type shit. And I was really, like, to myself. And so, like, I just wanted something that would relate to me and relate to, like, my journey. And at first it was Ghost, right? And then, you know, I just, like, because at first I wasn't taking the music seriously. It was just something to do, you know, like, have something to do. And I fell in love with it, bro. Like, I fell in love with music. I started listening to music, like, really getting into, like, the history of music and how to do it and all that shit. And once I started taking it seriously, I wanted to kind of try to make my name a little bit mainstream when I was starting to take it seriously and see the numbers coming in. And so then I changed it to Gho tboy. And then ever since, I just never changed it. Been rocking with Gho tboy.
What made you add the $sign to it? Was it just the aesthetic aspect of it, or is it like?
Yeah, it was just like this. Yeah, getting the money, but also I just kind of wanted. I didn't want it to be bland. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to add a little something to it, all caps with the $sign. Felt right. So I stuck with it.
At least there's like a motivation for your name. There's at least like some merit to it. At least you're not like a Lil Tay just wanting to do it just to do it. Like, that's hilarious. But you at least put thought and effort towards it. So, and I can relate to that feeling of being alone or starting off.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I got my fan base's name too, Ghost Gang. Is because, you know, I just want people that could relate, that felt like they were a ghost, you know, felt like they were alone. But I wanted to build a community of that, and, you know, people get to know each other, you know what I'm saying? Bond over getting, to know the music, you know, fan base type shit.
Okay, so cool. Now, how would you say you describe your music for the people that don't know what type of music that you create? Do you make rock? I know, but I'm just asking for, like, the general public. Do you make rock? You make hip hop? You make what's up?
Yeah, I would say it's like, you know, a mix with like emo trap hip hop, because it's like it's not too much emo, you know what I'm saying? But it's in that genre. But definitely the beats are like hip hop drums, just with like the emo trap melodies, really. So I would call it like emo trap, pretty much.
Okay. Now, speaking of like this emo trap, emo vibe that you're giving out, what is your opinion, or what was your opinion on the emo rap state that it was in during the SoundCloud era with, like, you know, Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion? What's your opinion on that?
I think that was when we were at like our best era of music, like especially with SoundCloud's era of music. I feel like SoundCloud was really popping in 2016 to 2017 and stuff like that, with like you know, like you said, X, Juice WRLD, Peep, and Trippy.
Oh, Peep as
and
well.
Ski.
Yeah, Peep was tough too.
Peep was tough.
I
back
can't believe
then.
I forgot Peep, man.
No, it's all good, man. But like, that was definitely a good era of music. It's probably one of my favorites. I feel like it was like real genuine artists like going after that bag and just, you know, chasing the bag and growing a fan base they never probably knew that they were gonna, you know, get. Like, you know, especially Lil Peep. After like Lil Peep's passing, he just blew up, dude. Like his like fan base got huge. But X was definitely someone that people knew that like he was different. Like his mindset was different. The motivation with X was really different, and like I think that's why people gravitated to him. Was like he was just way different. I think he was like his mindset was just different than anybody I've ever seen, in my opinion. It was just like just the way he like looked at life and how he treated it and how he treated like his music and all that shit. He was versatile. He didn't stick to one thing. He was a very creative person.
Of course, man. All of them had their creative aspects.
Yeah. I think it was dope. 2016 in that era was like really dope. And it's very inspirational.
It truly is. All of them had like some sort of inspiration that made you want to gravitate to them. Okay, how about this? Would you consider Mac Miller in that state of like that emo type of thing, or not really?
Mac Miller?
Or what would you classify as emo in general as well?
Emo? So for like the emo trap, definitely right now, it's like, it is all the same in my opinion. Like in my opinion on the emo trap right now, it's not as in its like its full potential as it was back then. Cause like back then it was, you know, it was like Pete made like a whole new genre, a whole new thing. And you know, like people just, they make it kind of generic in a sense. Nowadays, like it's just the same old like sad beat and then sad lyrics and everything. But like I feel like emo trap is like kind of like that same vibe of like Blink, American Rejects, Green Day, and like really kind of add in the genre of like hip hop and trap into it is what I would say like emo trap is. But like right now, with like this the state of emo rap right now is like all of the same shit. I mean, they even try to classify MGK as emo trap or emo.
He had like this one instance of the emo trap with like that album with Trippy. No, what really started it was the whole him losing to Eminem in that beef. That's the whole reason why he swapped genres. If it weren't for that, I promise you he would not be on the emo.
He would not be on it, yeah. And it's like, it's just like, so it kind of makes like emo is like, okay, so can anybody be in it? You know what I'm saying? Especially like with the whole MGK thing. And it's just like, kind of lost like what really is the emo era right now, in my opinion. Like I feel like it's not like there's not really people out there that you could say that's like the emo era. That's like the face of it. Right now it's really like the underground's really focused on like trap and hip hop and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's not really too many people, and like the people that made emo have either passed away or they strayed away from it. Like X, Juice WRLD, Peep, and Mac Miller. Oh, wait, let's get back on that one real quick. Does Mac Miller classify under it or no?
I want to say emo. I feel like maybe some of his lyrics somewhat, but I wouldn't really say he's emo in my opinion.
You wouldn't classify Mac Miller as emo?
Me. Not really.
Because I don't know. I feel like he kind of does to a certain extent. I mean, you don't have to be like. I mean, like I said, I guess with Peep, it was mainly just that. But then again, X and Juice WRLD are in that realm as well. But they don't only talk about sad boy vibes. They talk about other shit. Talk about shooting, getting with girls, and like. But they still talk about how they're sad and this, and this. I think emo, what the society classifies it to be, is just like Peep type beat. Just sad. Just this. Not just an aspect of it.
Yeah. So like with that, right, like what you said, like that's kind of where the state of emo is right now. Where like it's a little Peep type beat, and then it's like just sad lyrics. It's not like really talking about anything like you said, like getting girls and all that stuff, and like shooting people or any of that stuff. It's like I don't know. It's just
it's
like
stereotypical. Like my life sucks. I want to slip this. I want to like kill this.
myself and all this shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like that, and it's just like I don't know.
But then again, that's how people partake rap in general. They partake rap as just, oh, we shooting, we getting money, but that's not even the case.
Yeah. And it's just like some of the people in the emo stuff, they're not even going through what the hell they're talking about. And
which is terrible. I don't like that. Like, there's a difference between lying about like shooting and killing, but like, bro, when you're lying about like going through sad shit, like, there's no point to lie about it. If you went through it, yeah, there's no point in lying about like you actually taking like perks and Xans. Like, I understand if it's like entertainment, quote unquote, because that's what Lil Tecca said in an interview a while back. But like, if you're lying about like sad shit, there's no point. You can lie about taking perks and saying it makes you feel good, like you like the feeling, but saying I take perks and numb the pain away, and you're not even like sad about it, like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like that's like my whole opinion on fucking emo, dude. It's disappointing, and I want to bring it back. Is what I'm trying to do, is bring back a new state of it, really, like a new feeling of it. It is a hard thing to do, though. You know what I'm saying?
It is going to be
how
tough.
It's looked at right now.
Yeah. It's definitely
I'm gonna keep
going, though. It's definitely going to be a challenge, but you got to just keep fighting and keep pushing to try to like push away that perspective. Yeah. Now, going on to my next question. What state do you represent, and who are artists that you rock with in and out of the state?
Okay, so I'm from Texas, Houston, Texas. Is where I'm at right now, rocking. That's where I'm at. Okay. And we call it H-Town, but when I'm people
shout out James Harden
from Texas. Hell yeah. I fuck with Tizo Touchdown. Fuck with him. Jace. Jace is in.
Jace is tough as fuck. Jace is tough.
Yeah. He's versatile. He does everything, dude. He's dope. I like how he does his live streams and makes music. And then you fuck with Can or no?
Who's Can? I feel like I know who that is. I'm gonna look him up.
I feel like Jace. He was part of the whole thing with Jace. That's
okay, yeah, okay. I know who this is now. It took me a second, but I remember now. I'm one of those people I may be trash with names, but I'm better with faces. But yeah, okay. Continue forward.
Yeah. There's also, I don't know if you know that Mexican OT.
Oh, Mexican OT is tough as fuck. I only know about him through my homeboy Xlize. Shout out Xlize.
That dude's he's from Bay City, and that's like he used to hang out like in the parts where I'm at. I'm in the dub, is what we call it. We call it the dub. And he hang out like in Bay City is where he's from. And he used to always hang around in the dub. So he that's what, I fuck with OT. He kind of put us on the map too a little bit.
Okay. Now, who are some people out of the state that you fuck with?
Out of state? Right now, I fuck with Lucky.
Lucky's okay. He's cool.
Yeah, I fuck with Lucky. And then, you probably don't know him, but his name's Summer Along. He's from the UK. He's like part of my scene. And I would have to say like mainstream wise, like that I fuck with right now. I'm trying to think of who else I would fuck with out of state. Cause I kind of like I don't listen to too much other new music. I really listen to whatever. So I don't really know who's like big right now type shit. I just listen to old shit. Yeah, like I fuck with like I said, Summer Along, and then Pink Cigs. You ever heard of Pink Cigs?
Nah, I don't sound familiar.
It's another person. Yeah, he's like in this the genre I'm in. He's pretty big in it. But, yeah, I'm probably not calling like big mainstream names, but like these are just people that I listen to. You know what I'm saying?
And that's respect. I can respect it, bro. Who would you say were your inspirations behind your music?
Definitely, you can obviously tell Lil Peep. You can tell he's a big inspiration on what I do. But like, I remember I watched his documentary, and like it was just very inspiring because like, you know, a lot of people like looked at him differently, you know, from the way he looked and the way like what he did shit. And bro was an actual loner type shit. I mean, he kept grinding though, like he was homeless. Bro was still fucking grinding music. Like, bro was literally
keep
homeless,
pushing, man.
and he kept fucking pushing. And then he got a crib with his friends. It was like Skid Row or something. And he was grinding. He had his own crib. People were partying, and he was fucking recording music, screaming his lungs out. And that's just how I want to be, bro. Like, bro didn't give a fuck who was there. He was fucking screaming his lungs out, recording. I think the song was OMFG. Oh my fucking god, that song. He was literally screaming his lungs out while they were having like a whole party in the crib. And that shit's dope. Like, I want to do that shit. Like, that shit's hella inspirational to me. Peep's just like a whole. Peep's like, I look up to Peep hella, and it's very obvious. But
I can definitely respect it. You got to get your role models whenever you can get them, however you can get them.
Yeah, like, you know, he showed me like what not to do and what to do at the same time. Pretty much is the way I look at it. But also X, I fuck with his mindset. It's like I said, it's like fucking crazy, like out of this world. Like the way he looked at shit, the way he said like the out of body experience and all that shit. Like you could be what you want just by the power of your mind, type shit. And she was hella really cool. I fucked with X hella.
Fair enough.
And yeah, and I think someone I'm gonna shout out. Y'all don't fucking know him at all. He's where I'm from. Is my homie Xavier G. But they don't know him. He's not big yet, but he's gonna be fucking big. But like he's helped me out so much with like mindset wise, not being scared to do like interviews. Like I've never done like interviews type shit. Like it's just I struggle with talking, but you know I'm still gonna try to do it. And he's always told me to do it, push it. I was scared to do shows. He told me push it and do shows and like just do the whole music thing. He really like pushed me to do more than what I could do, than what I thought I could do, and it's helped me out so much. So I want to just give love out to one of my homies. That's one of my homies. He's one of my inspirations for real.
Shout out Xavier G. Shout out that boy. That's actually gonna move me on to my next question. I was about to ask you about that because I know you do music videos, but now finding out that you do shows as well, like, how does this help you out when it comes to your promotion? What made you want to like do like music videos and shows type shit?
Music videos, alright. So I've always wanted to do music videos, but it was like hard because at the time it was just me and doing the music thing. I had nobody helping me, and then when I got my homies involved, they were always real. They're real, you know. They're real people. And they seen me going after that music shit, and they were there for the ride the whole time. Like, they held me. Started doing music videos. The Talk music video is filmed by my homie Connor. And just a bunch of my other videos that were filmed by my brothers type shit. And
fire, man.
And like, it's just a bunch of cool shit, you know. We wanted to go to cool places, shoot music videos. And I just always wanted to do music videos. I feel like it helps with the music. If you can have a cool visual with your music, I think it's dope.
It's definitely gonna give you more traction, more emotion towards like the actual single type shit.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say is your favorite music video you put out, though?
Favorite? I feel like I Feel Dead music video is really cool to film. Like we went somewhere and went to like to an abandoned hotel, and that shit was creepy as fuck.
Abandoned hotel is crazy as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy, dude. We went there and we filmed for like 2 hours, and then out of nowhere, I think we went to like a part we probably shouldn't went to. Out of nowhere, just a fucking big ass security guard pulled up, bro. And my homie did not see him, and we're fucking recording. We're still doing a video, and he pulled up on the cameraman and like just started like fucking pushing on us and telling us to get the fuck out of here, pretty much. So that one was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool moment.
Cause I was gonna say the one I rock with is probably the most recent one right now is Dead Boy. That one, like the visuals and like the track of it itself is actually hard as fuck. I can't even lie to your last one.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. That boy was a really cool one. My girlfriend actually filmed that one.
That's fire, man. That you got people in your circle that rock with your journey. That's fire.
Yeah, man. I like to keep people in the, my circle that, fuck with it for real. See the vision.
Oh, of course.
And they going with.
Now, when it comes to your music, do you be freestyling? Do you write your music, or do you punch in, or what's your method of the madness?
Sometimes I do be freestyling, and then like mostly punch in. I'd say I punch in the most, but like that's what I would say. I'd say punch in. Yeah, I punch.
How long would it take you to create a track?
Dude, it don't take me that long. It takes me like 30 minutes.
Okay, Juice WRLD wannabe, I see you, man. I see you making a song in like less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, like Dead Boy was literally like 20 minutes. Like, so I cooked up the beat, and then while I'm making the beat, I like kind of like freestyle what I want on the beat. Like, so when I'm making the beat, I'm also kind of
so you're a producer and you're an artist. That's crazy as fuck. That's a crazy combo. Continue.
Yeah, bro. So like like I said, with Dead Boy, I was producing it, and like I was just like kind of making rhythm with it, and then I just started making the lyrics while I was fucking producing. And then I was like, all right, fuck it, I gotta make this. And I threw it in GarageBand, and I started recording.
You make your songs off GarageBand?
Yeah.
The entirety of the way?
Yeah, entirely.
That's fire.
I make my beats on. Yeah, I make my beats on FL, and then I cook up on GarageBand.
Why don't you cook up on FL on both of them? Or do you feel like GarageBand is better for the vocals?
Yeah, it's definitely better for the vocals. It's way easier to, make sure your vocals and your beats aren't overriding each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but wouldn't your vocals sound better through FL Studio than GarageBand?
Maybe, but I don't know. It's just how I do it.
I respect it.
Yeah, so like with Dead Boy, the vocals are all made on GarageBand, and then with Talk, I don't know if you heard my older shit. That was on FL. That was when I used to mix with FL, and then I just switched to GarageBand, and I like it way better.
And you like the difference? Oh, okay. So it's more of like a personal thing. You may not care if it quote unquote sounds a bit better, but you just care about like production value at the end of the day type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm comfortable with, and if I fuck with it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah, because at the end of the day, you have to be your own biggest fan. You gotta respect your own shit. At the end of the day, I could definitely go for it. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I can rock with it. Now, my next question would be: have you ever considered signing to a label?
Yes, I actually have. Yeah, and I can't say much, but right now I am like should be having an interview with like a label soon. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say too much, but I've kind of gotten the links with this management. They're pretty crazy. They're well known, and they've worked with Warner Brother Records, Sony Records, Def Jam, and just working with them right now. And trying to get a PR team is kind of what I'm focused on right now. So I don't have to be doing all the promoting right now because I kind of suck at it.
Could you talk about your okay? Could you talk about your past instances within a label if you have, or?
Yeah, I can. So in the Talk era, when I released Talk and like Tears and all that stuff. So after Tears, maybe like a couple months prior, like going forward, this label got interested in me. I guess they started looking into me, and I started getting calls, and then they emailed me, and very cool at the beginning. I'm 16 at the time, and I'm like, oh shit, a label. And at the time I was just doing my shit, and I thought a label could really help me at the time. And they helped me somewhat in some aspects. They helped me. And then like as it got farther into like the contract, it got shitty, dude. Like it just greedy, very greedy with like rights towards shit music, like with Talk. So that's why Talk on SoundCloud, if you see it says re-uploaded, is because they took the rights to Talk, and like I had to wait till after the contract to re-upload it, and like that song hit like a million. That song hit like a million, and then they got the rights for it, and then I was like, fuck. So I like waited till my contract was done to re-release it, and it's like already like almost at a million again. So yeah,
okay,
it was just tricky, and I'm glad to be out of it. And like doing shows with them, it was dope. It was cool, but I had morals. The shit I seen was kind of fucked up, and I'm not gonna say much, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's weird. They were very weird, and the way they moved was weird. They gave drugs to underage.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with labels. You gotta be careful with what you're getting yourself into with that.
Yeah, but the people I'm fucking with right now, they're very genuine, and I've loved working with them right now. Talking to them, you know, we haven't set anything in motion yet. We're just building that trust,
and then working things out after the fact.
Yeah. Just, okay. You know, make it genuine, because at the end of the day, we all want the same vision. You know,
110%.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right. And now, just for to wrap up the interview, what closing remarks do you have? And just for a little bit, talk about what's up with that album that you have on the way. Any features on it? Well, what are you excited about for it? And continue forward.
Yes. So this album that I'm working on is called Imperfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know, it's gonna show like the good and bad of what's going on with me right now. Like, you know, doing the music stuff, there's a lot that comes with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, balling with your friends, you know, having a good time, going to do shit, you know, doing shows, you know, just having good times with the homies, and like, you know, having experiences, doing music videos, going to different city for music videos, and like going to Colorado pretty soon to film some music videos.
Hell yeah.
Snow. Yeah, I'm excited about that. They're gonna be released with the album. Pretty much this album is just like where I'm at right now. You know, where I was and kind of like where I'm at right now.
Okay.
A lot of the songs in it are like from like maybe like a year ago, I would say. Some songs are there, and then most of it's just like where I'm at.
I could definitely say, even though emo is not really like my style, I can definitely tell you that I'm going to be a tad excited for this album. I'll definitely give it a look. I'll definitely give it a gander.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens, the movement with it, and especially Spotify. I'm excited to drop it on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. And last but not least, the final question I love to ask my artists before the interview concludes: what does NLH Never Lose Hope mean to you?
It means a lot to me, dude. And like I said, like I fuck with the whole message. That message is dope. And just, you know, because a lot of people lose hope when it comes to this music shit. Like, sometimes they drop shit and they don't see numbers, and it's like they stop doing it. They lose hope, and they stop, you know, dropping shit and all that shit. I never lost hope. Like, dude, I literally I made music and went into high school, and I just got called slit wrist. I got called all this shit, crazy names, and they hated me for what reason, I don't know. Just because of music I made and all that shit. And I never lost hope. Never. I let that shit, I gained that shit, and I just, you know, I stored it and I used it. I wanted that prove them wrong. I had that prove that wrong mentality. Like, I was ready to prove them all wrong and show them that, you know, I'm more than what you think, more than what you see. And I just never lose hope, bro. And that shit's, that's like a whole thing that you got to do, is never lose hope. There's so much out there in the world that you can do with your mind. It's insane, bro. If you just have hope and you just fucking push and go through it, whatever the hell you think about, like if you even think you can't do it, if you think you can't do it, you just gotta fucking push through it. You just gotta stop with that I can't, I don't.
Yeah, tell yourself never lose hope and just keep pushing through it.
Keep fucking pushing, bro. That's all I can say, is just You gotta keep pushing. It's like, especially the game we're in with the music, and then life itself, which is the most important. At the end of the day, life is important more than the rap industry, this game that we're in. If I'm good in life, I'm gonna be good in my music, like the game that we're in. I'm gonna have my mind straight to get through it. That's the way I see it, pretty much.
Wise words from Mr. Gho tboy himself. And that will conclude another episode of Rise of a Star. Pleasure having my boy Gho tboy in the cut, man. Peep my boy on all platforms. Description down below. Peep his YouTube in the description down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Always helps the channel out. If you made it through the end of this video, comment down below Gho tboy or Triple L, because I'm always living like Larry. You know Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob?
Hell yeah.
Bro, that boy was buff, man. He was big working at the lifeguard and shit, boy.
Big, bro.
He living like Larry, bro. Come on, he got motion.
Bro, he does.
Exactly.
I feel that.
But with all that being said, it's NLH. Never lose hope even all hope is lost. And I'm finna catch all y'all in the next one. Peace.
Hey, peace out.
Never losing hope, know that we got faith. He was rocking with me before I had the fame.